hello, we start in English. Roger,
You invent
hello, thank you for coming to our audience. It's a great pleasure for us that you take some time for Russian-speaking audience, and you can talk about Bitcoin Cash, what projects are working now, and let's say hello to our audience.
Yeah, hello to everybody out there that speaks Russian as their first language and interested in cryptocurrencies. And that's one of the things I love the most about cryptocurrencies is that it's worldwide for everyone that speaks every language. And so that's fantastic. And that was one of the things that attracted me to Bitcoin to begin with.
You have a huge site, and how many traffic from Russian IP addresses? Maybe you know that, how in person?
A lot. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but we get a lot of traffic from Russia. And then we were surprised how many Russian Bitcoin miners are using the bitcoin.com mining pool to do their mining as well. And we weren't expecting that when we first launched, but now Russian is one of the languages we support on pool.bitcoin.com as well.
Russia is not in the end of list. Yes.
Yeah, not at the end of the list. There's lots and lots of Russians that visit our website.
Yes, we have cool programmers, many Russian projects in the world, and many projects work in cryptocurrency and blockchain space. And maybe with some of projects you have collaborate from Russian people.
Absolutely. In fact, in the early days of Bitcoin, one of the very first projects I did was a website called bitcoinstore.com that allowed anyone to buy more than 500,000 consumer electronics products at prices cheaper than Amazon. And we only accepted Bitcoin for payment. This was back in 2012. And the main guy that helped me plug all the pieces together for that was Ukrainian. So like a cousin to Russian there, I guess.
Oh, yes, from CIS. This is country around, his neighbors.
Yeah. And so he did a really, really great job helping put together one of the very first major e-commerce websites accepting cryptocurrency for payments. And I really had a good time working
with main payment way, all different way, not only cryptocurrencies, only cryptocurrencies.
Only Bitcoin. This was 2012,
wow.
So there were no other cryptocurrencies back then. So it was only Bitcoin. And we got a lot of sales and a lot of attention and a lot of traction. And that was thanks to my friend in the Ukraine there that helped set all that up. And a couple of others as well around the world.
Cool thing, yes. Yes. Okay, Max. What do you have? We have some questions.
We have prepared some questions to you, and then we will ask questions from our audience. So our people can type in chat what they want to ask, and then in the end of the live stream we will do it. So in short, please tell what are you doing right now, and what projects are you developing right now?
So I'm most interested in enabling people anywhere in the world to be able to send and receive money with anyone else anywhere in the world and not need permission from any bank or government or anybody at all. And I see Bitcoin Cash as the best tool to enable that. So at bitcoin.com, we're busy building all sorts of tools and infrastructure to make it easy for people to buy and sell things using Bitcoin Cash. And one of the projects that I'm really excited about that we'll be launching very soon is Local.bitcoin.com that will allow anyone in any country to buy or sell Bitcoin Cash with any payment method or for anything at all for that matter in a pretty much permissionless way. And it's going to be a really, really useful, exciting platform that people in every country, including Russia and Ukraine and everywhere else will be able to use. So I'm excited about that one as well. And that's coming at local.bitcoin.com. And we already have the site up there explaining exactly how it'll work. And we're putting the final touches on that before we launch.
This is P2P or this is B2C service when I come with my Visa or MasterCard and buy it directly on your site?
So you can buy directly with a credit card at buy.bitcoin.com. You can do that today. This site is more like, for peer-to-peer trading. So imagine something like eBay, but usually you have PayPal or somebody's acting as the escrow for the funds. With this, the users themselves get to act as the escrow, but they don't have the ability to cheat the other person. And there's actually a smart contract on Bitcoin Cash that handles it. And then they can choose anybody to be an arbiter if there is a dispute. So it's really, really exciting. And that's something that's not possible on BTC at this point. So it's with the new opcode that Bitcoin Cash has called Data Sig Verify, or DSV for short. And it enables this self-custodial escrow to take place. And we're really excited about this at bitcoin.com. I think we'll see a lot of people using Bitcoin Cash to buy and sell a lot of different things on this. And the way it works is if I want to buy or sell something with you guys, we both have an encrypted chat session inside of our browser. We do the transaction. I release the Bitcoin Cash to you when we're done, and we close our browsers. The private keys for the chat session are deleted, so nobody in the entire world can subpoena or audit or check what was going on in the chat session once the deal is over and we close out the deal and make the payment. So it's really, really an exciting platform, I think.
This is end-to-end encryption in chat. We have a deal
encryption.
And close and nothing at all.
Gone. Exactly.
Very cool. What do you think about Telegram of Pavel Durov? Do you use Telegram from Pavel Durov, and what do you think about his thinking and platform, Tone, Gram? Maybe you know something about it.
Yeah, so I've never met Pavel in person. I've exchanged just maybe 2 emails with him. But I'm a big fan of Pavel Durov. Like myself, he's also a voluntarist, right? So he thinks that all human interaction should be on a voluntary basis. I'm a giant fan of the Telegram app. I use it all day, every day. In fact, I have 2 different Telegram accounts open on my desktop all the time. And I'm constantly talking with people around the world on Telegram. So I'm a huge fan of Pavel. I'm a huge fan of Telegram. And I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what he does with his token at some point. And I'll be cheering for him. So
maybe you create some bot for Telegram for buying and selling, or maybe a bot for your local.bitcoin.com site. And
that's a great suggestion.
Cooperate with Telegram and with Pavel. And if we now they go to this crypto market in this year, I think.
Fantastic suggestion. I'm more than happy to work with Pavel and Telegram in any way that's beneficial to both groups.
Okay, we have has a great news in our live stream about Telegram and maybe new product.
And we already have some Bitcoin Cash tipping bots that are on Telegram, but a bot to buy Bitcoin Cash via Telegram. I think that's a great idea.
Tipping box for example, we like bloggers, like influencers, can use your
tips in Bitcoin Cash on Telegram right now. Yeah.
Cool thing. We will use it in our Telegram channel. We have a Telegram channel, almost 11,500 subscribers. They read our news. Okay, another question, Max.
Let's go. How do you see the future of Bitcoin Cash and the your vision in whole? What is the future of cryptocurrency market in 2019-2020?
I think the future is just getting better and better every single year because there's more and more people and more adoption, and the cryptocurrencies that give their users a good user experience are going to become more and more popular. So I'm really bullish on Bitcoin Cash specifically because of its fast, cheap, reliable transactions and the big ecosystem that's being built up around it and all the tokens that are happening, and of course the platforms that we're building as well. So, but I'm a fan of any cryptocurrency that works as a currency. So whatever works, I'll use it.
I have my question special. What do you like? What cryptocurrencies do you like? Bitcoin Cash we know, but what other cryptocurrencies do you like most? Maybe?
So one of the things that makes money is fungibility, which is just a fancier way of saying that the transactions have the ability to be private. So I'm a big fan of the privacy coins like Zcash and Zcoin and Monero and Dash and Bullberry and these sorts of things. And to circle back to Bitcoin Cash again, though, we just launched cashshuffle.com. Somebody put together a layer 2 privacy solution on Bitcoin Cash where you can shuffle all your Bitcoin Cash with everybody else's coins. And that used to exist on Bitcoin, and then the fees became too high, so nobody could really use that anymore. But I've been shuffling up a bunch of my Bitcoin Cash the last week or so using the cashshuffle.com wallet, which is really fun as well.
Interesting. And what do you think about today? We see a hype about
Ethereum. I left out Ethereum. I'm sorry.
Ethereum. We forget about Vitalik. Yeah. Vitalik, say hello to Vitalik.
If we're talking about Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, we see in Twitter last week that Justin Sun is trolling Vitalik Buterin. What do you think about Tron and BitTorrent?
They future collaborate with Ethereum.
Will they collaborate with Vitalik Buterin or not?
I don't know, to be honest. And I missed the trolling that was going on, but I think there's already more than enough trolling on the internet. And I would like to see people treating other people with respect and dignity and collaborating as adults, not personal attacks on the internet. There's already enough of that in the world. We don't need any more.
They like jokes. Tron, this is something big show project, and Justin Sand make I think big thing for crypto space in this way, because more for adoption. Yes, many people know about cryptocurrency from maybe this show.
So this is
anybody that's driving cryptocurrency adoption. I wish them good luck with their project.
Yes.
Thank you. So interesting question about there's a huge hype today about initial exchange offering, such as Binance. Everybody go to the initial exchange offering. Everyone want to earn a lot of cryptocurrencies, a lot of money by buying at the exchange and then sell it when it goes to the market, to the exchange. So what do you think about initial exchange offering in this way, and what do you think about such exchanges who trying to do it, such as Binance, such as Bittrex, Huobi, and so on, all other exchanges? What do you think about initial exchange offering?
I think it's great, but it depends on the project. Some projects are awesome and others are stupid. So buyer beware. Don't invest your money into projects that are stupid, but I think it's great to invest your money in projects that are good. And so I'm a big fan of, ICOs and IEOs and all of the things that people are tokenizing at this point. The more opportunities and choices people have, the better. So I'm excited about the whole ecosystem blooming, and looking forward to seeing more of it in later this year and next year and the year after.
In what way you exchange your cryptocurrencies? Maybe you use some of exchanges, or you use your soft or your project. In what way you change?
Yeah, I use quite a few different exchanges. Sideshift.ai is a fun one, and then of course some of the big ones like Binance and Bitfinex and this sort of thing, and Kraken and whatnot. And then the big news is at some point Bitcoin.com will be launching our own exchange, hopefully this year. So.
Yes, and there was a question from our audience about exchange. Will it be
about DEX?
Will it be the decentralized exchange or not? They're very interested about it, because Binance is now launching DEX, but a lot of people say that this is not decentralized exchange. People talk about Binance. What can you say about your exchange?
Yeah, ours will be. So there's two. Like our traditional exchange will just be a normal centralized exchange. Our Local.bitcoin.com platform, it's not fully decentralized, but it's pretty darn awesome and pretty darn permissionless on that front. So I think people are really going to like buying and selling things on Local.bitcoin.com as well, even though it's not a traditional order book exchange. It'll still be really, really useful for people to do trading of one cryptocurrency to another as well.
And another question. Why projects can't do the fully decentralized exchange? Because of legal or something other?
I think it's for that one. I think it's a technical problem more than a legal problem. It's hard to build decentralized anything, and that's why it took forever for Bitcoin to come into existence, because it's not an easy task. Building decentralized autonomous platforms is hard.
Speed, side chains, different matching engines. This is very hard, I think. Yes. For a question from our audience, there are rumors that you want to buy Wex.nz, WEX.nz. This is exchange, WEX.nz. Does it true, or is this only rumor?
Since I've never heard of that exchange before, I can say that rumor is false. I wish those guys good luck.
This is the answer.
I've never even heard of that exchange.
Guys, this is the answer. That is not exchange at all.
Okay, the next questions. What projects do you support? And we have a lot of good developers in Russia. How young developers can join your team and get in touch with you or with Bitcoin Cash?
So one of the main things we're building is the tools for developers to do their development work on it. So we've made a whole platform over at developer.bitcoin.com, where we have all sorts of SDKs and guides and everything you need to do to start developing on Bitcoin Cash at developer.bitcoin.com. And if you're a developer and you think you have a good idea for Bitcoin.com and you want to work for us directly, you can contact us over at jobs.bitcoin.com as well. But developer.bitcoin.com has all sorts of tools for developers all over the world.
Understand. And very interesting question. A lot of people want to know. They want to hear some insight from you. What people need to do with Bitcoin Cash? Need they to buy it a lot for now? And I understand maybe you can't tell this information, or you don't know maybe, but in general, have you some insights about Bitcoin Cash? Because there are a lot of holders of Bitcoin Cash in our community.
Yeah, I think step one is to own some Bitcoin Cash, and then step two is to enable it to be used for people to buy and sell things in payments around the world. And we're busy rolling that out as fast as we can for the world with our Bitcoin.com wallet and the rest of our Bitcoin.com website. We want to make Bitcoin Cash money for the world. We want to see it rival the dollar and the euro and the ruble and the yen. And if we do that, all the people that were holding and using Bitcoin Cash are going to be really, really happy that they did so.
I see on your site you have almost 4 million downloads of your wallets. Yes?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, and then we add about 10,000 a day. So
10,000 downloads per day. Yes, in different platforms
around the world.
Which platform is biggest in percent? Android, I think.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. I think Android's probably second to iPhone. I think iPhone's even more than Android, but I'd have to get the exact numbers in front of me for that.
And another question about Japan. As Japan compare to other countries in the field of cryptocurrency, you now live in Japan, and how Japan difference from USA, from Europe, from other countries in maybe in law, in regulation?
So it's ahead in some ways and behind in others. One of the really fun things, though, is that there's dozens of different shops around Tokyo where you can walk into the shop and pay with Bitcoin Cash. And there's actually more places that accept Bitcoin Cash in Japan than there are that accept BTC. And so it's really been interesting to see the switch of the whole ecosystem in Japan headed towards Bitcoin Cash because it works right now today as cash. So we're seeing more and more people start to use that in Japan. And in fact, later tonight, I'll be at a pizza parlor that accepts Bitcoin Cash in Tokyo for our weekly meetup. And, dozens of people from all over Tokyo will show up and talk about how they're enabling Bitcoin Cash to be useful as cash. And just yesterday, I had a meeting with one of the big giant video game manufacturers here in Japan, and they're looking at using Bitcoin Cash-based tokens in their video games in the future. So it's really exciting to see the Japanese so excited about cryptocurrencies in general and Bitcoin Cash specifically.
There's some questions. There's funny questions and not funny. Someone asked the question, Roger, why Bitcoin Cash is the better than other altcoins?
So Bitcoin Cash is, there's a lot of coins out there, right? There's a couple thousand different coins. And so I think the things that make the coins useful are that they have to be fast, they have to be cheap to use, they have to be reliable, and they have to be, have some level of privacy as well. And then there's a bunch of coins that meet those characteristics. The other characteristic is the network effect. How many wallets, how many websites, how many users, how much liquidity does it have? And Bitcoin Cash is really, really, really good when it comes to all of those things. I think the reason BTC is still the top cryptocurrency, it's not because it's the fastest. It's not because it's the cheapest to use. It's not because it's the most reliable. It's horrible at all of those things right now. The reason BTC is still the top cryptocurrency is because it has the biggest network effect with the most wallets and the most users and the most exchanges and the most liquidity. But that used to be true of Friendster for people that remember Friendster, but then the website became really slow and unreliable and people switched to MySpace. And then MySpace became really popular, but then it became slow and unreliable and people switched to Facebook. And so I don't think people should assume that just because BTC has the biggest network effect today, that's not a guarantee that it'll always be the case. And I think we'll see, other coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash and some of these others. I think there's a good chance they'll surpass BTC at some point if BTC continues to be slow, expensive, and unreliable to use. So why Bitcoin Cash over other altcoins? I think people should use whatever altcoin is the most useful to them. So if in your area some coin is more useful to you than Bitcoin Cash, feel free to use it. I want people to use any cryptocurrency that works. And for me in my life, Bitcoin Cash is the most useful, and that's why I use it. But tomorrow, if it was some other coin, I would gladly use that as well.
Okay.
What do you think about Max? Just a second.
No.
What do you think about fork evolution cryptocurrency? In 2008, we see the many forks. In this year, this is not like in last year. What do you think? Maybe this is how is for industry? How it develops the industry?
So you're asking about coin splitting and forking into multiple coins? Was that the
Yes? Well, for example, Ethereum, ETC, Ethereum Classic, another Ethereum, a new Ethereum. This is we have seen in past year in 2011 or 18.
I think generally more choices are a good thing. So I'm glad I can choose between Coca-Cola and Pepsi and root beer and Dr. Pepper. And I think it's a good thing that people are able to choose amongst different cryptocurrencies. And it's adding decentralization to the number of cryptocurrencies, right? So if there's a problem with one, people can use a different one. And so I guess that's a good thing.
And another question from our audience. What do you think about Bitcoin SV?
I wish the Bitcoin SV project good luck, but it's not something that I'm interested in personally myself. And I don't know a whole lot about what they're doing, but I wish them good luck, just like I wish every other crypto coin good luck.
Okay. Someone write a comment that Roger, one love. Thank you. And the next question: when can I buy burger for Bitcoin Cash?
If you have a friend that owns a hamburger shop, tell them to start accepting Bitcoin Cash today. They can download the bitcoin.com wallet and be doing it today. And like the dozens of places in Japan that are accepting Bitcoin Cash for payment, most of them are using the bitcoin.com wallet to do it. But bitcoin.com will be releasing a merchant app as well very soon. That'll make it even easier for physical shops to start accepting Bitcoin Cash for payment safely. And stay tuned to bitcoin.com for the details on that.
This is your developers doing, or some other developers from
our developers. Yeah, and in fact, on the platform we are chatting in, I will send you a link, and for anybody that wants the beta version, they can download it right now, and maybe you can copy and repaste that.
We will put these links under the description of this.
There you go. So if they want the merchant app from the test site.
One moment, I will take it and send
maybe you can suggest some interesting conference or maybe some events in this year. Maybe you go in this conference?
Yeah, so this month I'll be at conferences in Singapore and Taiwan, and then next month there'll be a big conference in Malta. And so I think Malta is probably pretty easy to get to for a lot of Russian
people.
Binance,
so. Malta, many exchanges, many good people from crypto space. And if you near, you can go to Malta, or maybe if you in Asia, near the Singapore, you can go to another side. What do you think about consensus?
The conference out of New York, consensus?
Consensus, yes, in this year.
I think they don't even accept cryptocurrency for their tickets, so it doesn't sound like a very interesting conference for me.
Consensus creates the huge media, yes, CoinDesk.
Yeah, I appreciate what they've done, but like I remember I was on CoinDesk. It's probably been a year, but I doubt it's changed. And one of the commercials on CoinDesk, like there's a little banner ad for like a mobile battery pack. I'm like, oh, that actually looks useful. I'll buy that. And so I clicked on the ad for the consensus shop. For the CoinDesk shop. It's on CoinDesk.com. And the only payment methods were credit cards. I couldn't pay with cryptocurrency. So I wound up not buying the battery pack after all, but I thought that was really disappointing. Where is on Bitcoin.com, everything's for sale for cryptocurrency. And so that just, I feel
what
like
about another something like Coinsbank with huge ship, big ship, yes, cruise, something like that. Now it's Barcelona in Europe.
Yeah, I did that last year, and it was a lot of fun, and maybe I'll do it again at some point, although I'm waiting for Coinsbank to integrate Bitcoin Cash into their platform directly, but we'll see what happens on that front. So.
Okay, I think we have all our time. We have 10:30. Roger, maybe you have some info for our audience and some good words.
Sure. Anybody that wants to try Bitcoin Cash, you can go over to free.bitcoin.com, and we're giving away a little bit for free for anybody who wants to try it. And you know, tell your friends and family about cryptocurrencies and help them set up a wallet and show them how to use it, because it's one thing to talk about it all day, it's another to use it. So let's start using cryptocurrency as currency, and that's how we can make the world a better place. So thank you guys for the opportunity today as well.
Thank you very much. We have an animation series you can see in the max right hand. Yes, Hamsters vs Bulls. This is animation series. Will start in this maybe in the end of April, maybe in the start of May, and we do something interesting for crypto industry too. And maybe you see we forward you link after that another animation series about Bitcoin, and they create for special for Roger Ware. They do 1 minute speech for you. we send you the link. You can.
Fantastic. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you for your time. If you will have some time and you can in future come to our channel, this will be a great opportunity for Russian audience to look your point of view and how the cryptocurrency market works and why the Bitcoin Cash is the best. So thank you very much.
I will do it again in the future. Thank you guys.
Okay, explain some news about Bitcoin Cash, about your new services and new projects.
I look forward to the next time. Thank you guys very much.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.